Good evening and salutations, my bold and beautiful fans. I don't know what happened yesterday. I finished recording it and I uploaded it on YouTube, and I don't know what wound up happening. But I apologize for that because I know I put it out really late anyway. But still, um, so going into today's episode, you got Jack. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about this man. I really don't. First of all, you go to Sheila. Out of all people you can go to for comfort, okay? You go to Sheila for comfort. Let's just all take a minute to really sit there and digest that. And he pretty much blamed Sheila for telling the truth. For him telling the truth. I was like, are you kidding me? Let me get this straight. You're gonna blame her because you decided to man up and take responsibility for you lying to him for years and you cheating on your wife. You want to sit there and blame her for that? Are you kidding me? So Sheila is like, you need to man up because this isn't about you. I don't care about your wife. I just care about a son. Okay, we gotta sit there and rally for him. This isn't about you anymore. And he's just whining and complaining like, I could possibly lose my wife and my son in only a matter of hours, and this is your fault. Are you kidding me? Are you? I'm literally sent just like, is this man serious? So, Shayla wants to sit there and use him to get closer to his son and also kind of put a stop to the whole Steffi thing, you know? Paris, Paris, Paris. I've seen in the comment section, not my comment section, but just like the site that I watched, that there's a lot of people that's not really liking the whole parish worshiping thing. Also, how's the audio? Because I feel like it's a little bit better. It's weird. I had a factory reset this phone, and now I don't hear that whatever that cricket sound was. I don't hear it anymore. But let me know what it's like in the comment section because I plan on trying to use this more than my other tablet because that one is just it's not good. It's not good. The battery life isn't good, and it's like anything that goes past 11 minutes and it just starts to die on me. And this is when I actually started using when I first started doing just reviews and just videos in general. And since I have my headphones on and it has like a mic in it, I just want to see about the quality. So Paris, yeah, a lot of people are not liking this whole Paris worshiping thing. Just showering her with just compliments, like she just, you know, is a true goddess to the world, and every man should sit there and bow down to her greatness. That's what people are annoyed about. And the word infectious. Because every time they describe Paris, they gotta sit there and use infectious in there. Otherwise, it's just not enough. So she's talking to Carter. And remember how she told Thomas yesterday that, we'll just keep this between me and you. No one else is gonna know about this. I don't want you to, ruin your relationship with Zende. Yeah, me too. So that clearly went out the window. She winds up telling Carter that Thomas practically made a pass at her. And then she's like, well, this has to stay between me and you. No one can know. Carter's like, if Zende knew about this, yeah, that includes Zende also. But I'm sitting there thinking, all right, they just, I was, and I said in my review yesterday that I am really enjoying Carter's and Zende's relationship, their friendship together. I'm really enjoying that. And now, because you can't keep your big mouth shut, you decide to put that on Carter and risk his relationship with his, I would sit there and say, only friend, practically. You know, you're gonna sit there and put that burden on him. So when the truth comes out, and it always does, but who do you think that Zendaya is gonna be mad at besides you? Carter. Remember Carter, the one that told Zendaya to watch out for Thomas? Yeah, me too. So she tells him that, and then she's all like, he's moving out because he doesn't want it to be awkward because Thomas is all like, oh, well, I don't want to sit there and get all complacent and and now it's the time, even though the real reason is because he tried to shoot a shot and he failed, but he tried to make up this whole excuse about, oh, I don't want to be complacent and I want you to have your own place. You didn't think about that when you're thinking about shooting your shot, though, right? You were just kind of hanging out talking about, oh, the market's kind of bad and I'm really sitting there working on leaving. You're only worried about leaving now because you don't want it to be awkward any more than it is. You have to work with this girl. Great plan, by the way. Um, but yeah. So yeah, she pretty much tried to swear him to secrecy, and he was like, "All right, I will," and won't say anything, and mum's the word. Um, but now that he's moving out, finances are a little more tight, and Carter's just like, you have to make your money work for you. And he was talking about he invested in bonds and stocks and cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did like that quote. You got to make your money work for you, because she's worrying about paying off student loans, and on top of working there, it's a lot, and it was a lot for him too. But that's why he was like, you got to make your money work for you. I was like, okay, smart. I like that. And he kind of, in a lot of ways, offered to be her financial advisor as far as making smart, you know, making smart moves with her money, you know. So she smiles and he smiles, and pretty sure a lot of people are just like, please don't let Carter actually be another one of those Paris worshippers, because once you had, clearly you have Zende, and then you have Thomas. So is Carter going to be the next person on the list? Only time will tell. Of course, Katie's free. But I guess we'll just sit there and see how that goes. I have a feeling like it's going to be one of those things where it's like, Carter's going to be sitting there thinking about trying to go out with Paris, but also sitting there thinking about Katie, and just a whole mess. And I guess whenever they get Dollar Bill back on there, it's going to be a little love triangle with that. And why I am not one of those type of people that's like, no, you should sit there and choose him. I'm not really a coupling person. But though, after I heard about what Bill did to Katie on an emotional level, I practically was like, you should pretty much go out with anyone else that has a pulse, pretty much, other than Dollar Bill. At that point, you should just go that way. And Gar's perfect. So yeah. And the last one is Finn, Lee, Stephanie. All they're doing at this point is trying to figure out, their emotions and stuff like that, and where they go from there. Finn is just kind of at a bit of a loss. He grew up thinking his father was his perfect man, which I'm like, you put way too much. You put way too much on this man's shoulders to sit there and think that he'll never disappoint you. But granted, he disappointed him in one of the biggest way possible. So he's more worried about Lee and how she's taking this and everything like that, and Lee is more worried about him. So you got that whole thing going on, and Steffi is just being a supportive wife. So she goes back to the hotel, and it's funny because Finn was like, you should stay here, and she was like, no, I need to be alone. And Finn was like, well, what if he comes to the hotel? Lee was like, he won't. And Finn was like, are you sure? And Lee was like, no, he won't. I'm like, oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I heard that tone. Okay. Alright, that convinced me. So she leaves, and at this point, Ben is just kind of just thinking about how to process it. How to process it, how to be a better man, and just this whole thing. So yeah, that's pretty much where he's at this point, just processing. And like I said, I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed when I woke up and I looked in my studios and I saw it. It just had like a little time thing, and I'm like, why didn't it not upload? Um, which is another reason why I'm using this phone as opposed to my older tablet. I have three tablets, but even my newest tablet, after a while doing videos and stuff like that, I have to practically factory reset it. So if I can just use this one and only use my newer tablet like every now and then, I'm kind of in a better position. Um, so yeah, that's why it's really important for people to sit there and give me their feedback as far as audio and stuff. I'm gonna try with the headphones and without it and see which one works better and just kind of go from there. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.